things that we're going to be doing. So who can raise their hand and tell me what we're going to do with our eyes? Parker. Your eyes? Look. So we're going to be looking at whoever is speaking. So we're going to keep our eyes up here on me or if anyone else is talking during our lesson. What about our ears? Jackson, our... Yes? And if we have something to say or if we'd like to add to the conversation, I want everyone to show me what we're going to do. Good. I see lots of nice hands in the air. So we're going to keep our hands up and we're not going to call out unless I ask you to. But for the most part, we will be raising our hands when we have something to say. All right. Another thing that we're going to be doing this time for this lesson that's a little bit different than what we usually do is I'm going to be having a lot of group discussion with your groups. That's why I moved you guys into your groups. Jackson, I need your eyes up here, please. So I moved you guys into the groups. So we're going to have a lot of discussion with your groups. But when I want you guys to all be quiet, instead of just coming up here and yelling, everyone be quiet, I'm going to turn the lights off and back on real quick. So I want everyone to just talk with their group members right now. Just go ahead. Talk with your group members. All right, the lights went off, so what are we supposed to do? Be quiet. Good. All right, so we're going to be using that. We're going to be using that during our lesson. So I need everyone to come up, stand up, push your chairs in, and tiptoe to the row. We're going to sing. Okay, sorry, I didn't tell you this beforehand, but we're going to be sitting on the outside. Make a big circle. All right, so I want everyone to show me how we sit on the carpet, please. How are we sitting? Yes, crisscross applesauce. Tomorrow I'm sending you to sit crisscross applesauce. All right, Jackson, can you move back a little bit and give Shamir some room? Yes. All right, Chayton's coming. Everyone scoot back a little bit to give Chayton some room over here. There you go. Okay, come back in. Too much. All right, so I don't really want to tell you exactly what our lesson is about. I kind of want to pass around some objects and see if you guys can figure out what it's going to be about. So the first thing I'm going to pass around, and when I give it to you, I just want you to hold it for a second, look at it, and give it to your next person. So that way that everyone can get a chance to look at it. So when you're holding it, I want you to notice, just think about some things about it. So look at it and pass it along. Just hold it for just a second. Pass it on. So this is our first object. It's a little hard piece of wood. All right. And now when I start adding, there's going to be two more things we're going to pass around. I want you to think about how they're the same and how they're different. So with this one, please do not take the cap off. Just leave it on. So pass that around. You can shake it up a little bit, move it around. Uh-huh. So what are some things that you guys are noticing? Who can raise their hand and tell me what's the difference between these two objects? William.
This one's bigger.
Bigger and smaller. Cole, what do you notice about it? And oh yeah, you said one is liquid, and what did you say the other one is?
Solid.
Solid. I like those. Okay, so our last one is this one is gonna take a lot of self-control with this one. Oh wait. All right. So this one is our last one, and I don't want you to throw it or. Oh wait. I do not want you to toss it or throw it. I just want you to do just like with the other two. Hold it in your hands and then pass it on. No throwing, no tossing, otherwise you're not following my directions. No, you're just holding it in your hand, just like this. Hand it to the next person. So what do you guys notice about this one? Who can raise their hand and tell me about this one? Hunter. It's squishy. Jackson?
It's squishy and air-filled.
An air-filled. I like that. And what is air?
Gas.
Air is a gas. Good. So, what do you guys think? Okay, Jackson, pass it on. What do you guys think our lesson is going to be about today, CJ? What do you think our lesson's going to be about?
Liquid, solid, and gas.
Yes, and who knows? It's fine. Who knows what those three things are called? Who can raise their hand and tell me? Jackson. All right, Jamira. No, there's a scientific name for it, Cole. Yep, solid, liquid, and gas. We already said that. All right, these three things are called the three states of matter. Has anyone ever heard that before?
Yeah.
All right, so these things, the three states of matter, everything in our universe falls under one of these categories, solid, liquid, or gas. So everything around us in this classroom is either a solid, a liquid, or a gas.
I'm a solid.
Yep. We are all solids, and also we have liquids inside of us with water and those are all liquids. All right, so next thing I'm going to have you guys do is a group activity. So I want you to stand up and return to your seats, please. Eyes up here, please. Eyes up here. All right, so the next thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to give you guys, do you have a question?
Are we going to do the thing when you close your eyes and you put your hand in the
Yep, I'm about to explain it right now. So we're about to explain it right now. So in just a minute, I'm going to give you guys a bag of various random objects that we use in our everyday lives. I know you guys have all used some of these objects before, but before I give you the bags, I just want to go over a few things with you.
Don't look at it.
You can look at it, but you're going to take turns in your group. So Eric, you're not going to take the bag and pull out everything. You're going to take the bag, pull out one thing, and you're going to talk with your group members about which state of matter you think it falls under. So you're only pulling out one at a time. So Eric's going to pull one piece out, and then he's going to pass the bag to Caitlin. And then Caitlin's going to pull one out. You guys are going to talk about it, and then Hunter's going to pull one out. And it's just going to go around the group like this. And I want to see everyone taking turns and being nice with your group members. The next thing about this is everything that's in that bag needs to go, William, I need your eyes up here, needs to go back in the bag afterwards. So you guys can't keep any of these things, I'm sorry, but they need to go back in the bag when we're finished. So I'm going to pass out the bags, and you guys can talk until I hit the lights. And what do you do when I have to turn the lights off? Be quiet. Good. All right. So don't touch your bag until everyone gets theirs. We're not playing with the things inside. We're just looking at it. No? All right, you guys can go ahead. One thing at a time. What state of matter is that, Gianna? What state of matter is that? Solid, liquid, or gas? Yeah, we'll talk about what state of matter is it? What state of matter is it?
Yeah, that's right. Liquid. So keep it out though. I will get the same thing he did. What's the last thing? Okay, put it back.
All right, we're talking about our hold on to that. All right, you guys talk about your objects. You can't hear it, can you?
Just 6 things.
Yeah. Everything back inside. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can I have your back, please? All right. So, everyone, eyes up here. So, in our bags, Wayne, we need your eyes up here, please. In our bags, we had objects that we have used, that you use in your everyday life that are around us. So I want everyone to think about an object that was in your bag, and I'm going to call one person from each group to tell me what it was, and I want you to tell me what state it was. Chayton.
A banana.
What state of matter was that?
Banana.
Balloon.
A gas.
A gas. Good. Okay. Caitlin, what was in your object?
A rubber band.
Is that solid, liquid, or gas? Okay, if we put a rubber band in a cup, is it going to change its shape? Is it going to move around a lot? Well, you can't really change the shape of it. So it's a solid. And Jackson R?
This weird thing that looks like toothpaste that is a liquid.
A liquid, and those, just for y'all to know, it was paint. It was a paint.
And those are glue.
And CJ, what was one of the things in your bag?
Paint and a liquid.
Okay, let's pick another one since they did that. Jackson W. Okay. All right. That's okay. It's okay. So now, eyes up here. We are now going to watch a really fun video. Turn off the lights, please. Thank you, Parker. We're going to watch a video about solid, liquids, and gas. And in this video, there's a couple sections where it's going to stop for a second, and it's going to say, can you see? I'll wait for everyone to stop moving. It's going to say, can you think of any more solids? And then we're going to stop for a second, and we're going to have like 2 to 3 people volunteer and raise their hands and think of other solids. So, here we go.
The stuff of life is matter. Now here's the scientific chatter. I'm gonna give it to you nice and straight. When it comes to matter, there are 3 states: solid, liquid, or gas. Solids ain't put in a single place, but put in something else to keep them on shape. Your chair is a solid, and so is a box. Your shirt is a solid, and so are your socks. Your table is a solid, and so is your phone. A cookie's a solid, and so is a stone. Can you think of any more solids?
All right, Parker.
The floor.
The floor, William.
A paperclip.
Paperclip, and Jackson, our last one.
You.
Me, yes. And you all too. All right. All right. I guess I don't have to pause it.
The stuff of life is matter. Now here's the scientific chatter. I'm gonna give it to you nice and straight. When it comes to matter, there are 3 states: solid, liquid, or gas. Liquids flow when they move around. They take the shape of the container now. Water is a liquid, and so is apple juice. Milk is a liquid, it's good for you. Soda is a liquid, and so is gasoline. Salad dressing is a liquid, you see. Can you think of any more liquids?
All right. Shamira. Here. Oh yeah. Inside of you is liquid, Gianna. Perfume. Jackson W.
Rain.
Rain.
I was like,
Life is matter. Now here's the scientific chatter. I'm gonna give it to you nice and straight. When it comes to matter, there are 3 states: solid, liquid, or gas. A gas expands to fill any space. Now a peculiar look may come to your face because sometimes gases are invisible. Let me explain. You can't really see it, but you know it's there. All around you is a gas called air. The helium in a balloon is a gas, and so is the wind as it blows past. Smoke is a gas, and so is steam. You're blowing out gas when you use an AC. Can you think of I'm gonna give it to you nice and straight. When it comes to matter, there are three states: solid, liquid, or gas. You can classify matter in other ways, like by color or size or texture or shape, like color red, white, blue, orange, black, green, brown, yellow, pink, purple, gray. You see life size, big, small, or medium, skinny or wide, thick or thin, like texture, spiky or furry or smooth or bumpy or soft or round or lumpy, like shape, square, circle, rectangle, star, oval, or triangle, triangle, swords and hexagons, diamonds and octagons. The stuff of life is matter. Now here's the scientific chatter. I'm gonna give it to you nice and straight. When it comes to matter, there are three states: solid, liquid, or gas.
Eyes up here. So, who can think about for a second? Put your hand down. I want you to think about how the states of matter can be the same and how they could be different. William? Yep, some of them could stay the same shape. Parker?
Some of them are not water. Some of them are hard.
Some of them are hard, some of them are liquid, like a liquidy. Jackson R?
Some you can't see.
Some you can't see. I like that answer. I love that. All right. Thank you all for raising your hands, by the way. I love that. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, in our video talk a little bit about it, is we're going to talk about the shape of our solids, liquids, and gases. So we're going to do another activity with our partners, and I'm going to give with our groups, I'm going to give each of you guys 2 cups, and you have to share the cups between your partners. So the first one, hold up. Hang on, let me pass these out. Oh wait, give it to me. Alright. So I want you all to look in your cup.
There's air in it.
Pass it around, and I want you to think about what state of matter that thing is inside.
There's 2 things in it.
It's solid, right?
There's 2 things in there.
Hold up. Hold up. So now I'm going to give you guys another cup, and I want you to take your cup, and I want you to take the empty cup, and I want you to pour the solid thing from one cup to the other like this. And don't be throwing it around or anything, just do it real soft and let your partner try. And I want you to talk about what happens to the shape. actually just take the ones with the thing in it. Where is it? Cups, please. You're gonna get some new cups in a second. Sorry. All right. We're gonna do.
Yeah, he took your burger. This one here is you don't have one yet. He showed it.
All right. It's okay. Eyes up here. Eyes up here. All right. So we did solid. So which one do you think we're gonna do next? Liquid. All right. So when I give you your cups, you're gonna be eyes up here. Parker, eyes up here. When I give you your cups, you're going to be doing the same thing, but there's not a lot of water in here, and if we spill it, I'm going to take the cups away. I know you guys can carefully pour it from cup to cup without spilling it. It's not a whole lot.
Can we drink?
No, you cannot drink this water. This is for an experiment. Would you drink an experiment if it had chemicals in it?
Yeah.
Boys and girls, eyes up here. So we're not drinking our water, we're just pouring it from cup to cup. And we need to take turns. I heard a lot of people saying they didn't get a chance to. I gave you guys plenty of time to just pour it once. You have to share with your group members. You have to share. Eric, you get it first, okay? Yes, ma'am, it is liquid. All right, one time. That's all you get. One time. That's all you need to do. Thank you. Talk about the shape with your group members. All right, one time. I'll make sure everyone's What do y'all notice when you pour it from cup to cup? And what is the shape? What is it in the shape of? We got it. Circle or the cup that it's in, right? Because if you were to pour this out, where would it go? Everywhere. Now, what we're not going to do. What do you guys notice about the shape? Small, then it goes big. Small, then it goes big. I like that. Good thinking. You done? You did where? Okay. Be careful. They can be. All right. Everyone, eyes up here, please. All right, so eyes up here, Caleb. What did you guys notice about the shape of the water when you poured it in your cup, Eric? I don't know. There was this many people named Eric in this class. It was a liquid. And what about the shape of it, Kendall? It was wavy. Jackson?
When the guy tapped it,
Yeah, when it went in the other cup. What happened to it when it went in the other cup, Parker?
small to big.
Yep, it went from small to big, so we had a little stream and then it got bigger. But would you guys all say that it took the shape of the cup? If we were to remove the cup, what would happen to the water?
It would spill.
It would spill everywhere and go on flat. But it's in our cups, what is it in the shape of?
A circle.
The circle, which is the cup. Right. So would you say that water has a definite shape? Is it always going to be the same? No, right. So liquid is no definite shape. But what did we notice about the cups? Did it take the shape of the cups? Yes. So it takes the shape of the container. All right, and our last one. Yes. All right. I will collect up our cups good. Y'all are talking. So our next state of matter, our last one, is going to be gas. So I'm going to give you guys each your balloon, but I will take it away if I see y'all. We're not going to tie it. We're just going to blow it up and hold it. And then we're going to throw it away after we're done. We need to make sure that we are only blowing air into our balloons. So Hunter, you and Gianna aren't going to switch balloons. You're going to keep your own balloon. This is going to be yours. And we're going to get rid of it when we're done. We're not taking these home. We're not taking them on the bus. They're going in the trash can once we're finished. So we're not going to blow it up real big so it pops. Just a little bit of air so that you guys can see the air inside of it, okay? Yeah, but you can see it, the balloon holding the air.
No, you can see it holding. You can see it.
You might, if you guys want to switch colors before you put your mouth on it, you can. And then when it's cold outside, you can. Sorry, I have to be All right. Experiment with your balloon. Just a little bit, not too much. I don't want to hear it popping. We can let the air out if you want.
Holding on to it.
Yep. Hold it. Don't let it go. What are you guys noticing about the air? All right. All right, Mariah, let's have that air out. You're popping. Mariah, let's have that air out. All right. Everyone, I need you to let your air out of your balloon. No. Nope. Everyone hold on to it. Let the air out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Yeah, do not throw it in here, please. Okay, wait. All right, everyone, eyes up here. I know that was fun. But we got to bring it back in. We're not done yet. Kendall, eyes up here, please. All right, so when you guys blew your air into the balloon, what happened to it? All right, hold up. Jackson W., what happened to your balloon? You made a gas when you blew out. And what happened when your balloon? Did it get bigger or did it get smaller, Hunter? Bigger, right? So what was the shape? What's the shape of our gas in?
Circle.
Let's think back to our liquid, how it took the shape of the container. Do we have a container for that?
No.
What was the container? The balloon, right. So our gas was taking the shape of a balloon. But a gas is tricky because sometimes it takes the shape of a container, but sometimes it doesn't. Like right now in our classroom, you can't see it, but there's gas all around us. And it's in the shape of this classroom because it can't get out anywhere. But what happens if we go outside, out in the woods or out on the playground?
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, right? We can't contain that. It's all around us. We can't put it in one little box in one little square. So it has, but does And we're going to be looking around the room, so I'll let you guys stand up, push your chairs. No. Wait till you get your paper. Sorry. When you get your paper, we're going to be walking around the room, and I want you to find 2 examples of a solid and liquid and gas in this room, so you can start thinking about it right now. Walk around. And if you can't think of one that's in this room, think of one you might see at home or anywhere else that you go. Walk around and find your example.
Hey, I see Miss Morgan. What did you put? Table. Okay.
Don't forget to put your name. Alright, no pushing and shoving, girls.
Oh, I see you.
Alright.
I got air.
Around the room, I want to see y'all looking around for examples.
When is we doing gas?
Gas. Gotta find examples of gases. Peoples aren't gases. People have gases. Alright, what about the air? Kids, look at what?
A liquid.
A liquid. Water. No, liquid is not air. Liquid is gas. No, liquid is gas. Air is a gas. Air is a gas. Yep. What about you? Think about some things that were in your bag. Try 2 of each or 1? 2, 3. All right. All right, about 30 more seconds, everyone. For what? Which one? You don't have a reason. You done? All right, have a seat. Have a seat. Whoa, thank you. All right, trying to get the list. All right, everyone. I need you to return to your seats, please. All right. All right, everyone. The light switch means we need to stop talking. Boys and girls. All right, you can raise your hand and tell me one example of a solid they found in this classroom, Kaylin. Kaylin, yes, you are solid. Okay, and a liquid, Kendall? Your water? Good. And our last example for gas, Peyton? What do you put for your gas that's in this room? The air, yes. We are all breathing the air. All right. All right, eyes up here. Last thing we're doing today. So, who can raise And does anyone have any questions about what we learned? No. All right. If you hold up your white papers, I'll take them from you. You should have been.
I forgot. You got the question. Then you eat it. It's a stop. You tried it. I'm not sure to eat it, my God. Taste test, no.